I got a new antenna from Chameleon to show you guys today. Let's go take a look at this thing right on the bench. And today, my bench is a picnic table. This is the MCC Black Limited Edition, and it comes in a nice white box, which is interesting for a black antenna. But if you open it up, there's a couple of pieces in here, and they're nice and bubble wrapped for your protection. This is their multi-configuration-coil, and this one here comes with a BNC connector on the bottom of it, which is probably part of what makes it the limited edition. Also, it's black. The normal one is green with an SO239 on it, and this is a coil-loaded vertical antenna setup. But there's more in that box. Look at that. Not the bubble wrap. Stop looking at my bubble wrap. This is their Mill Whip 2.0. And this is a brass antenna that has a little bit of a string in there, so it kind of looks, kind of folds up like an old tent pole does or something along those lines. And this forms a 9.4-inch antenna, I think is what it says. Let's take a look at the instructions here. If used by itself, the antenna will cover 26 through 54 megahertz with an external tuner. When you put the hybrid on it, the micro or the mini, it works on 1.8 through 54 megahertz. Oh, special note, when collapsing the Mill 2.0, begin with the top section to extend the life of the internal braided cord. And they do sell the braided cord separately. Yeah, I was right, 9 foot 4 inches. So 1.8 to 54 megahertz, and instead of having an external tuner, we're gonna use the loading coil here. A couple of things I've shown you guys in previous videos that make the Chameleon products really cool is that everything that they have connects together. So this is a ground spike. Shove this thing into the ground, stick your antenna in there or your multi-configuration coil in there, attach your ground radials there, and you are off to the races with that. Now, a couple of other things I showed you in the previous videos, they have their typical blank adapter here, which we used with the coils and the 17-foot whips. These little coils here are pretty cool. I installed a bypass jumper on this one that I made out of some banana plugs that I found in my bench drawer, but you can see that it's got these little banana plug sockets here, and then you can put that in and I can bypass just like that. Now I've got the coil back in place. Now the coil is there, but not seen by the antenna because it's actually going through this little wire jumper right here. So that's pretty cool, and that'll work with either one of those two coils. And then I showed you the ground radial kit, and we actually put the ends on. This comes in a solderless screw-on version, which is what I got here, or in a version that you can solder. And then today I'm also going to show you these here. These are the 33-foot ground radials, and they come in a variety of colors. And these have some yellow wire winders, some yellow wire, and some tent stakes so that I can stake them down. So if I was to put this thing up elevated, I could actually build a POTA Performer real easy here with this setup. And then when you're using something like this guy here, I did show you this thing in a previous video. This goes right underneath of the blank and then into the stake. And then I can plug in all of those ground radials that I showed you directly in to there. This setup here doesn't even need that thing. But it's cool that Chameleon has all of this extra cool stuff that you can use to do all kinds of crazy configurations. If you have one of those surveyor tripods, there is a surveyor tripod mount that has the special threads on the bottom for the surveyor tripod, and then on the top, camera's probably messing up on that, and then on the top for your 3/8/24 standard stuff. So you could actually take the surveyor tripod and then mount the radial puck and the blank adapter all together and have you a nice setup. But your surveyor tripod mount has the bungs in it for your ground radials with your banana plugs also. And then if you have an existing mast of a decent girth, then this is a mast topper, and I've showed this in a previous video before. What I'm trying to get at is that all of this stuff from Chameleon is super compatible with all of this stuff from Chameleon, and also with all of the stuff that you get that is 3/8/24. Four wire winders, so we've got 4 radials to attach to those, 4 tent stakes, and these guys here are all set up nice and individual. That's some nice high-vis stuff, so it's going to be pretty easy to see it. Let's go get these guys set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to attach these ground radials, I'm just going to take all 4 of them and run them through the 3/8 24 stud on the bottom of the multi-configuration coil and screw that in. Just try and keep them all going in 4 different directions. There we go. They're nice and tight. We've got a good solid connection there, and we're ready to mount our whip. The whip comes with a nice little Velcro 1-wrap setup to make it really easy. And these guys, like I said, they just slide together like your old tent poles used to. I guess new tent poles still do this too. And that goes right in the top. Now, because this is a vertical antenna, I always like to run an inline choke. So I'm going to take my coax and connect it to the bottom of the feed point, and then we'll get the other end connected to the radio. And then today's radio of choice is going to be the X6100 from Xiegu. And I'm using this one because it has a built-in antenna sweeper, SWR analyzer, antenna tuner, whatever you want to call the thing. And that will show us on this screen here what we're doing with our coil over there. And I'll make it really easy to demonstrate how all that works. So we've got our coax connected, turn the radio on. Hopefully we'll get enough battery left in here. If not, I've got an external battery. This little guy right here from W0AEZ, USB-C on one end. I've got a USB-C to 5525 connector for the radio. And this gets me a little bit of juice for my radio. All right, so I moved over here in the shade. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit better view of the screen. Screens are hard to film outdoors with reflections and all kinds of stuff. The camera likes to focus on the reflection. And you guys think that I make videos for you. No, actually I make videos for me. I had to go back and look at my video on the Cha-Poda Heavy kit, which is the green version of this resonant coil, tapped coil setup that has the SO239 on it, not the BNC connector on it. And this thing is really finicky. It's in the instructions. I don't read instructions. Nobody reads instructions. You're supposed to use a specific number of ground radials for a specific number, You're supposed to use a specific number of ground radials per band, and they need to change. So I had all 4 on, it wasn't working. I put down to 2, it wasn't working. I checked out the manual, I put on 3 like it said, it works fine. Read the manual, carry the manual with you. You'll be fine. Unlike me, I wasn't fine. And now my battery's dead on my radio and I gotta go take care of that. All right, we've got our 1, 2, 3 radials. Our 4th radial here is disconnected. And then that's how much coil I'm showing for 40 meters. So I'll show you the sweep. And I am out of the near field of the antenna, and we've got a little bit of a rise up on the end, a little bit of a rise on the beginning, and then it dips down right here in the middle around our favorite frequency of 7200. But you can kind of watch this orange up here move, and then the yellow bar is a peak hold. All right, so when the orange is all the way gone, that's 1 to 1. And when the orange creeps up, we're starting to get up, and we're at 2 and 3, and then back down again as we start the sweep over again. So all in all, it looks pretty good once you get it all tuned up. And in previous videos, I have shown coils, antennas making contacts. This was really more to get you guys familiar with the coil and kind of remind you about the different ground radial setup that even I forgot. And to show you the mill whip, which is really cool, that folding brass whip, 9 foot 4 inches. This coil is rated for 500, 300, 200, 500 watts voice, 300 watts CW, and 200 watts digital. And I don't have anything that does more than 100 watts, and this radio is only putting out 5 right now, so there you go. Oh yeah, and as I'm recording this, there's only 3 of these things left on the website, so it definitely is a limited edition. If you can't find the black one, which is super sexy with the BNC, the green one works exactly the same way, and you can get the mill whip as a separate item. So don't feel like I'm teasing you with stuff you guys can't get if it's sold out by the time you watch the video. I will leave links in the description down below for all of the stuff that I showed you in the video, and there's also some 1-foot sections to raise the coil off the ground, so you can get a complete POTA Performer setup if that's your jam, and get this thing on the air that way. They'll all be in the description down below, including a link to the manual with all of the chart table stuff for setting this coil up. On your way down there, hit that subscribe button on the way by. I need subscribers. I love you guys. I want to make more videos for you guys too. Yes, I do make them for you after all, because you guys are awesome. And in order to show how much I appreciate you, I got another video for you right here. I'll see you over there.